to our show. Join our flow. It's the 52nd Street PROJcast.
Hello from Hell's Kitchen. You're listening to the PROJcast, a podcast created by the community at the 52nd Street Project. We are a nonprofit in New York City that partners the young people of Hell's Kitchen with professional artists to create original work that is often performed free of charge for the public. I'm John Sheehy, Director of Institutional Advancement here at the Project. The Project's Smart Partner program pairs up our members with adult volunteers. Then these duos meet once a week during the school year to bond, to explore the city together, and to broaden their experiences. To encourage these activities, we sometimes run an Amazing Race-style competition, giving the pairs a checklist of accomplishments, each assigned a point value. For example, recording a talk for the PROJcast. The pairs with the most points at the end of the school year are declared the winners. Naturally, some of the pairs are more competitive than others, as can also be witnessed in our annual ping pong tournament. But perhaps none are more singularly focused on taking the top prize than today's conversation participants, project member Kathy and her smart partner, Adaire Kamen. If you've been listening to the PROJcast for a while, you may remember the last time we ran an Amazing Race competition, Kathy and Adaire were leading for a while, but ultimately lost first place to Kathy's sister Sarah and her smart partner Lynn Rosenberg. Today, Kathy and Adaire discuss their dedication to each other and their attempt to finally take the top honors. Take a listen.
Hi everyone, I'm Adaire.
And I'm Kathy.
We are smart partners. So Kathy, last time we were here, it was our first year of smart partnership. This is now our third year.
Crazy.
The passage of time gets me every time. Of course, we were competing in the Amazing Race. We had been in the lead, and then you revealed to me on the podcast live, basically, that we were no longer in the lead, because I hadn't realized that. And that is what kind of sticks out to me.
Yeah.
Because, it was a live reveal. So obviously, tragically, for anyone following our journey, which I'm sure there's many, many fans out there rooting for us.
I know, as they should.
Keeping their fingers crossed. Unfortunately, that year, which was the last time we did the Amazing Race, and the first time we did the Amazing Race, we did come in second, and we did lose.
Don't remind me of that. Don't.
We did lose to Kathy's sister Sarah and her smart partner Lynn. The following year, they took a break from doing the Amazing Race. That's fine. And then this year it is back, and for us, I think you'll agree with me, Kathy, the stakes are higher than ever.
Definitely.
So Kathy's sister Sarah is a senior in high school, so she's graduating. So this is her last year doing the Amazing Race. So it is just so important that we win. Because also even before you joined the project, they were the reigning champs the last time. Yeah. And we've been telling everybody how high the stakes are, but I still don't think people fully grasp.
No, I don't think they do.
I think not getting first place just is not an option.
Yeah,
and I mean,
it's not like we have next year.
Right.
We don't.
I mean, we do. I mean, if they do it. But it won't be the same without Sarah. Without beating Sarah.
Exactly. That's the whole point.
Yeah, and I mean this in the most, wag way possible, but, not getting first is simply not an option. We will do whatever it takes.
There isn't.
And, yes, it's Kathy's sister, so, some people might think that the stakes are just high for you, but I'm just as invested. I mean, the fact that I loaded my hair up with dry shampoo.
That's commitment.
Yeah.
That's commitment.
For context, last Friday.
It was bingo day.
Bingo, thank you. And all we knew is that, we got extra points.
If we, came in costumes.
Right. So we had already kind of planned to be fairies because we both had fairy-like dresses. And I had fairy wings. But then we found out also that, the theme was the idea was you dress up as elderly people. So we decided to just be, because it's bingo.
Yeah.
So we decided to just be elderly fairies. And I thought that I could get my hands on, gray wigs, and I couldn't. So I just loaded dry shampoo in my hair. And I found you a cane. And I was, running around all day. Getting stuff. And I also, in retrospect, and I realized this, I think, in the moment, I was the costumes don't have to be good. Like, we could have just come in, like, bare bones costumes.
Exactly.
But I think, like, that is the commitment
that we have towards the race.
Yeah, we should probably say what the Amazing Race is.
Yeah.
Do you want...
You can say it.
I'll explain.
You can
It's basically like, I've never actually seen the show Amazing Race, but
neither
it's
have
basically
I.
like a giant school-year-long scavenger hunt. So, like, we got... the other day, we went and explored a new neighborhood, so that we'll get points for that. You get points for writing an article for 5e. You get points for... What am I forgetting? I mean, there's so many things.
For, like, finding a face that looks like a rock that looks like a
We
face.
still haven't done that one. We still will.
I
We
know.
also need to get some pictures with squirrels.
I know.
Yeah, we've done a lot, though.
I think we're in the lead.
Well, so that's the thing. Last year, they were tracking it, sort of live tracking it. They were updating it. This
know.
year, they have not been tracking it, but we are pretty confident we're in the lead.
Yes, we definitely are.
We've learned we cannot get complacent.
Yeah. There are others trying to take our place.
For sure. They'll deny it, but for sure.
But we know
And
who they
listen,
are.
we're rooting for everybody. Again, wab wagga. We're rooting for everyone. We're just rooting for everyone to do well.
They
below
be
first place.
Yeah, second place and below.
Second place
is for
below. I
them.
hope everybody achieves excellence in amazing raceness.
Yeah.
Just not first place because
First place is for us.
this year, yes.
It's for us. So
Listen, we were gracious second placers last
we
time
accepted
around.
it.
And Sarah and Lynn, they earned it, but this year that just simply will not be the case.
No, it has to be us. It has to be.
we've done a lot. We've worked very
Yeah,
hard.
we have to be in the lead.
Back to bingo for a second, though.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, I think did I drop you off? Yeah, I dropped you off
you
at
dropped me
your
off.
apartment. And I was walking home. I looked completely insane because I was wearing, like,
Of course,
a strapless dress. My hair was gray from all the dry shampoo I put in. Like, dry shampoo is not supposed to... You're not supposed to see the residue, but I on purpose left a residue because I didn't have gray hair dye.
Yeah, to have gray hair.
And then I was holding a cane and a big bag and a backpack and a big bag of stuff. I did take off the fairy wings, but still, I just wanted to take a shower. And I could not get home right away because there was this huge boxing event in Times Square.
Oh, yes, you were telling me
Where
about
I live,
this.
and like my street was blocked off, so I had to go like around in a really, and I had to like, I was worried they literally weren't
I
going to let me
did
go
see
into my
people
apartment.
posting about that.
Yeah, it was
What even was it?
it was some, like they set up a whole ring, like a boxing ring, in.
But is it like
Square.
famous
I don't know.
players? Or
I'm not,
something?
I have to
don't
be
know.
honest with you. This might shock you. I'm not up to date on the boxing world.
Okay, well, neither am I, and I'm not shocked. just to keep that in mind.
It must have been somebody famous because there was this whole ring. Then, like on the next block, there was a screen where they could watch the boxers. Like, so if you couldn't get close enough to
Like a
watch
live
the match,
feed?
like you know how if you're at like a concert or something.
No, like I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah. Like, but it was like a live feed, yeah, for the people that weren't up front. But there were all these like barricades, and I don't know what it was. All I know is that like, I mean, this is the downside of living in Times Square. There were hundreds of extra people in my front yard.
Oh, okay. Well, that's always fun.
And I'm like, get off my lawn. But it's Times Square, so I can't actually say that to them.
Yeah.
I mean, I could, but no one would listen.
No. They would think you're one of the crazy subway people.
So yeah, but we still have to collect the points for that. But we will be getting
okay,
points
but
for
we've
that.
done a lot, so
We have done a lot.
like a lot. Even though we still have just a couple things left, and we're avoiding a couple things.
We're avoiding a couple things. I'm avoiding baking because I don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
And also, like, I have celiac, so I have to, like, look up gluten-free recipes that we haven't... It has to be something we haven't made before. We've been avoiding recording a weekend update video.
Oh, I've been avoiding that.
You've been avoiding that one.
I don't want to do that one.
And then,
Seems so hard.
and then there's a few that, like, we just haven't gotten the opportunity to do. Like, we have yet to find a heads-up penny. We have yet to find a face that looks like a rock. We have yet to find 5 squirrels or baby animals.
So we have yet to do a couple of things, but that's okay.
That's okay. So last week we actually met multiple times because we met for bingo and we met to go to...
Yeah, twice. And then I had to come here 3 times.
Oh, yeah, because you started dance
'Cause I
making.
started dance
How's
making.
dance making?
It's actually so fun.
Amazing.
Okay, well, I think I'm enjoying it. I'm not going to lie, I thought it was going to be just a little less fun. Just because I didn't know anyone who's there. But I know a couple of girls. So, you know what? I'll take that.
And you're partnered with my friend Gracie.
Oh, yes. I approve.
Amazing.
I found it.
Did she tell you about her dog?
No, she has yet to tell me about her dog. I don't think we bonded over that.
You should bond over your dogs.
We should. Because I came in late that day.
Okay, so back to the Amazing Race for a second. And then I do want to talk about Peabody.
It's learn to bake or cook something new.
So it doesn't necessarily have to be something...
like we didn't try.
Yeah, I feel like that just means something that we don't know how to bake or cook. And to be fair, I don't know how to bake or cook almost anything. And I feel like you don't either, by virtue of being a child. So that's actually pretty wide open.
Okay, well, we have a lot of options.
Maybe we should stop avoiding that one.
No, I think it's maybe you should stop avoiding that one.
Maybe I should stop avoiding
I've been very open to it.
All right, well, maybe we can make a deal. You stop avoiding Weekend Update, and I stop avoiding baking.
I won't take that deal. I will be declining.
I mean, we just told all of the project listeners how we will stop at nothing to win. If it is between,
okay,
I know
we will stop at Weekend Update.
That's not true. We will be doing Weekend Update. We will be doing a Weekend Update video. Kathy, what if it comes down to the difference between first place and not first place is
Weekend Update?
Weekend Update. You will never forgive yourself if you don't do it.
Okay, fine, I'll do it. But if it comes down to it,
I will literally write it for us. I've been having some writer's block about Weekend Update, but I will write it for us. All you'll have to do is read it.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that if I don't have to write it.
What was I going to say? All right, but let's go back to dance making for a second. Or no, I was going to talk about Peabody. So over the summer, Kathy had a very exciting... Right, well, it's May, so...
Okay, well...
The summer hasn't happened. Yes, last summer, so almost a year ago, Kathy had a very exciting development in her life.
I know, guys. I got a dog.
She got a dog.
I was so excited.
Do you want to tell them his name and what he's like?
Okay,
and what
so
breed he is?
he's a beagle. So apparently beagles are supposed to be really fat, and me and my sister are starting to question that he's not a beagle. He might be a faux beagle.
Is he a mix? I thought he was a mix.
We thought he was like a mix or some sort of mix, because most beagles are supposed to have like short, stubby legs. That sounds so wrong.
No, I love
short,
it.
stubby legs.
I know what you mean. Also.
And like they're supposed to be chunky and have the black like lining around their eyes. So Peabody has none of those, but he has his ears and like the white tip of the tail.
So maybe he's a mix then.
But a mix of what?
I don't know, terrier?
I don't think he could be a terrier, because terriers are usually smaller.
I know a dog. I need to find out what the dog I was telling you about the other day. I know that dog. That dog, I feel like, has a similar body type and similar coloring to Peabody. So I need to find out what kind of dog Ruby is. Okay. I mean, she's a mix, but I feel like she might be a similar mix to Peabody. What month did you get Peabody?
I got him. Oh my gosh, his gotcha day is coming up. I got him in June. It was like, hold on, guys. I got him. He came home with us June 29th of 2024. So it's going to be his gotcha day soon. I think you're right. I think he actually might be a terrier mixed with a beagle.
Cute dog, a very sweet dog. I've met him. So I've only met him twice, I think. 2 or 3 times.
2 or 3 times. That's what I was about to say. He's so cute, guys.
Obsessed with Kathy.
He loves me. I'm his favorite. I am his favorite.
Does he still like get really excited when you get home from school?
I know. He loves me so much.
Talk about his birthday presents, his birthday celebration.
So we were supposed to take him out, but like we ended up just spending the day with him. We were gonna take him to Petco or PetSmart. I don't know. There's one in Union Square, but we didn't. I think it was because it was raining, so we ended up getting him like a big bone that was like really big, okay? And it just said happy birthday, and it was like in frosting, like dog friendly frosting.
Oh my gosh.
And he ate all of it so freaking fast. He's so fat. And we also got him a cute little like birthday set that came with like a candle squeaky toy and then a birthday hat for him and then like a little bandana. And then we took him on a very long walk so he could appreciate it.
Aww.
I'm showing her the photo.
He's very cute. He definitely understood it was his birthday and that he was being celebrated.
I think he thinks that he's being celebrated every day.
That's fair. And he should. He had a bit of a scary experience a few months ago, right? Didn't he eat like a walnut or something?
Oh my god, yes. He ate an acorn.
And it almost like
killed him.
It almost killed him, yeah. I had a dog when I was, my child and family dog ate a full pecan and almost died. So I don't think New York has as many pecans as Texas, but
I don't think I've ever seen one.
And Peabody did that with an acorn, right?
Yeah, he did that with an acorn.
But he lived.
He lived, guys. He almost died though. But it's okay. He's alive.
He's strong. He is a survivor.
I
like
still
you
have
said.
photos from like the first time we saw him.
Was it a surprise, or did you know you were getting him?
No, we knew we were getting him.
Did you have to like beg and beg and beg for him, or were your parents pretty like excited about getting a dog?
They were like mid, like they were committed to having a dog. Like I think they finally like got it through their heads that we were getting a dog.
But so it did take persuasion.
It did take a lot of
from you and Sarah.
It did.
And now you have a dog.
Now I have a dog, guys. Miracles happen.
Miracles can happen. Gracie has a dog who I've met, so you guys should bond over your dogs.
I know we should, right? He was
On Wednesday at dance making. Speaking of sisters, yours is going to college.
Oh yes, she's going to Boston University.
Yay! Amazing.
Yay!
That was her top choice.
Yeah, she got in. It was her first choice too.
She's like a scholarship, right?
Okay, she has like a scholarship and then financial aid,
Nice.
and then some other college like help financial aid program, and then like some more financial aid from another program.
I mean, that's how you have to do it. That's how you have to get like.
Yes, she's paying $4,000 a year.
That is. I mean, that seems like a lot of money when you think about it, but that's so cheap for college.
I
now.
know. Usually,
And Boston University, I think, is expensive.
it's like $80,000 to $90,000
it's also hard
a
to get
year.
into, so good for her.
Yeah, it's good for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yay.
Yay, Sarah. Are you excited to have your own room for most of the year?
That is actually, I feel like 8th grade is going to be the best year of my life. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to have my own room, okay? I'm also, my parents have decided that they're going to open me a credit card.
Nice.
So,
I was going to say, though, maybe neither of our sisters should listen to this.
yeah, maybe
podcast.
none of them. Because 8th grade, I actually have such high hopes for 8th grade.
No, I'm sure you're going to have a great year for 8th grade.
It better be. I actually have so much, like, hope for 8th grade.
Also,
It's going to be the last year of middle school. It's also going to be the first year. I'm, like, not alone, but, like...
but yeah, you have your own space. And
Yeah, exactly.
although Peabody is going to be even more clingy to you. Peabody is going to need more attention because Sarah won't be there.
I know.
But it'll be nice. P,
But it's okay,
apologize.
because on top of that, like, I just realized that I won't have the summer to myself.
Well, yeah.
Because Sarah comes home. Oh, Sarah, stay back in you.
But by then you'll
Stay and
by
be
then
you.
by then you might miss her.
I don't think that's a possibility.
All right. Well,
No.
we'll see. Well, we'll check back in next year to see if she misses her sister.
Guys, I don't think that's how it works. I don't think that's gonna happen at all.
You might miss when she buys you treats.
You know what? I actually will miss that. I'm actually gonna have to like start asking her to send me money while she's in college.
She might be busy spending that money on college stuff. She might have less money than she does now.
Okay, well that's okay. I'll probably just like ask her to Apple Cash me like $3 if I need a little something.
You can always ask. Does she know? I've definitely asked you this before, but I don't remember. Does she know what she wants to major in?
So she's told me this before, because she's always had in her mind that she finally decided that she's gonna be a lawyer.
Okay.
But she said, and I quote, I think I'm just gonna end up being a lawyer because I don't know what else to do.
Well, but I haven't spent as much time with her, obviously, as I've spent with you, but it seems like that would be a good career for her.
Yeah, I feel like that's a good fit.
Yeah.
But I don't know, who knows, maybe she'll like end up changing her major. She told me her major was something about like history.
Oh, interesting. Well, also, one thing is, you can go to law school with pretty much any major.
Yeah, exactly.
So even if she does change her major, she could totally still go to law school. She could also work for a few years and then go to law school, like...
Yeah, like, she could go on a different path.
Times. Do you have any idea yet, and you don't have to know this, obviously, but do you have any idea what you want to study in college?
Animal biology.
Really?
I've decided.
Oh, nice. Do you want to be a veterinarian or what?
No, I do.
You do?
I do. I've decided that I want to hopefully, I'm going to put it into the universe now, with my fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Is there any wood near me so I can knock on wood?
This little table's wood.
Okay. So, knock on wood.
She just knocked on wood. I don't know if the
Yeah, I don't know if you... Yeah, exactly.
But she did, in fact, knock
I can
on wood.
hopefully get into the University of Maryland.
Would that be undergrad or vet school?
I think that's undergrad.
Undergrad? Nice.
Yeah.
My older sister was a vet for a long time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not that I was in New York City.
At the time, I don't know if this is still true, for a while, vet school was actually harder to get into than med school because there
Really?
are fewer vet schools. I don't know if that's still true.
Oh, yeah,
though.
that's true.
But, you can do it.
I feel like I could get in.
As long as you, still want to.
Yeah, hopefully. Guys,
It's a great career, though.
Trust.
I couldn't do it. I'm too squeamish. I did work in a vet clinic for a summer, though.
Really? That's honestly a shocker.
I was a pet nurse assistant. It was like 3 hours a day, minimum wage in 2010 in Texas. Is the summer, which was like nothing. It was the summer between high school and college, and it was just like kind of the gross stuff, like cleaning up after animals and like random like tedious stuff.
Oh, okay, like chores, like tasks?
Like chores, basically. Like I'd go in and they'd be like, all right, here's what we need you to do today. And a lot of times it was
cleaning up poop
or like other random cleaning. And, cleaning is not my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, don't worry, me too.
So it was not that glamorous, but it was fine. Like I liked all the people there. You're going to be working for the first time this summer. That's exciting.
Actually, no. I worked last summer.
Oh, you worked last summer. I don't think I knew that. How was it?
It was actually, I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty chill vibes.
Pretty chill. I mean, you were working at your parents' restaurant?
Yeah. It was really chill.
You said you do the register, right? And
yes.
Like, waitressing?
I was like waitressing time, like / register.
Waitressing, because your parents' restaurant is like small, it's a taco place, it's delicious.
Like, it's friendly.
Absolutely. People should check it out.
I know.
Do you want to tell them what it's called?
Okay, it's called Parada 47.
Yeah.
And it's on 47th, between 10th and 11th.
And it's great. I've had a couple tacos.
Oh, yes.
It's delicious.
Yes.
Your mom is an amazing cook.
Yes,
Your dad cooks too, right? Just both of them?
Yeah, he does. He does.
But it's like your mom is the one.
It's like the main one, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And before that, it used to be a deli.
Well, did they own it when it was a deli too?
No, yeah, they owned it when it was a deli.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They had a deli, but in the same exact area, the same exact spot. They just transformed the deli into a restaurant.
Oh, that's really cool.
So it was a deli before it was a restaurant.
Do you remember how old you were when it became a restaurant?
I think I was like 2 years old.
Oh, okay. So you don't really remember the deli.
I don't. I really don't.
Did it have the same name?
Actually, no, they changed the name. I don't know what the name was, but I do know it was a completely different name, and that like the layout was completely different and everything. So
thinking about this restaurant is making me crave tacos.
Yeah, it is Cinco de Mayo.
It's Cinco de Mayo!
I know!
I forgot. Ooh.
I know.
Is the restaurant... Well, did you stop by the restaurant before you came here?
I did.
Was it busy? I guess it was a weird time, though. It would have been like 4 p.m.
Yeah, it was like average busy.
Okay.
Like,
cool.
Nothing special, nothing new. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember, when I picked you up, when we tragically were robbed at first place, the first Amazing
I know.
Race. But our prize, which was so cool, was to get to go to a Yankees game, and I picked you up.
I do.
And I didn't know, when I picked you up from the restaurant that time, I didn't know about their taco thing in the summer.
Oh, yes. They're like...
So there's like a line of people out the door. It was so cool, because it was that tour.
Yeah, they're part of like a summer tour tourist kind of food tour in New York City. They're part of that. And so is the bakery across the street, like Sullivan. Or Sullivan. I don't know. I don't know how it's pronounced, but they're part of it too. So, yeah. They get a lot of attraction during when they're a part of the tour.
Awesome. That's great. Kathy and I. So this is summer before last.
Yes.
Kathy and I went to the Yankees game.
We're both not sports fans. We're
not sports girls. My boyfriend is a huge baseball fan, so I do go to baseball games.
Okay.
Usually Citi Field. It was sort of a trail to go to the Yankees. And I do care about the Mets winning. And that day I decided to be a surrogate Yankees fan. But I cannot watch a sporting event and understand what's going on. So I was not doing a good job of explaining to you what was going on because I barely understand what's going on.
Yeah, I had no idea what was happening. I didn't know what team was good or bad.
Yeah, which is it is a testament to how well matched we are that we both were like, okay, sports.
This isn't our vibe.
But this year, of course, I wonder what our first place prize will be.
Wasn't it last time? It was like they had $100 limit,
like restaurant.
Yeah, at a restaurant. I don't know.
Oh, interesting. I don't know. I'm. Let's be honest. We're not doing it for the prize.
We're not. We're doing it for the place.
For the place. For the glory. For the
bragging rights.
I think we're proving it to ourselves also.
Yeah, that we are capable of getting first place.
We both love a challenge, and this is one that we simply will win.
We have to. There's no just not winning. as we've said before.
We did do a lot of fun stuff last year when there was no Amazing Race also. Our entire Smart partnership is not about
The Amazing Race.
For the record. We did the boba comparisons.
That was really fun. Wait, last year?
Because last year there was no Amazing Race. So we did the boba comparisons. We did the claw machine.
I do. Yeah, that was really fun.
We did a bunch of random stuff. It was great.
Yeah. Last year...
But this year
wait, what did we do for the first year?
First year was Amazing Race, so we did a lot of Amazing Race. Oh, our Smart partner budget went to the picnic.
Oh, yes, I remember that. It was really fun. That was a really delicious picnic.
Yeah, and our, what was our 5e article? Our 5e article was about the Chinatown Adventure, which is also what our last podcast was about.
Yes.
Yes. Or the arcade and the ice cream. And your ice cream
I really think we need to go back to Chinatown Ice Cream Factory. It was so good.
At some point.
So
I don't know if we'll have time to before the end of the summer.
Okay.
Or the end of the school year, I mean. Oh my gosh, another cool thing that happened this year is you got really good at bike riding.
I did. Guys, I can ride a bike.
She can ride a bike. She picked it up so fast.
You weren't there for...
I know, I wasn't there for the final one.
The final lesson.
She came without me because George was retiring and he was teaching her to ride a bike. She came without me and, like, apparently went around the park.
I did. I went around, like, the area. Like, I went down and, like, around. I did a loop.
But you were doing really well the times I was there also. You picked up really fast.
I thank you.
Yeah.
Guys, I know how to ride a bike. I'm a bike rider.
Do you have a bike? Like, do your parents or anything have a bike you can practice on?
No. I don't have a bike, period.
Well, you should. I bet you could.
I bet they would buy me a bike.
Possibly. Also, you could borrow bikes here. Like.
Wait, I can?
I don't know if you can by yourself, but, like, we could go out for a bike ride for you to practice, you know?
Okay, yeah, that's what I was about to say. Well, I don't know how good at you are at bike riding.
I do know how to ride a bike, but it took me a long time to learn as a kid because I have a coordination disorder, and it's been a while since I've been on a bike. So I did express to Kathy that she might end up being better at bike riding than I am, but no, right now we are a little point focused, but at some point we could get you back on a bike and just as a refresher.
Yes.
And then we could get me on a bike as a refresher.
Just to make sure you still know how to ride it.
We'll switch. You'll be making sure I'm okay while I ride. And then maybe we'll get to the point where we could both be on a bike at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the goal. That's the main goal.
Maybe that's our a goal for our 4th year of Smart Partnership.
Yeah, I think that
September.
That should be our 4th goal. Okay, great.
This was lovely.
Is this where we should end it?
I think we should end it. Kathy, thank you as always for
joining
me and for this conversation.
Of course.
I can't wait for June 18th when we claim our first place prize.
I know.
Best of luck to everybody else.
But keep in mind,
we are
first
on
place
a mission.
Is ours. So we're definitely winning first place. Just gonna slide that in there.
for the 16th time. Okay. All right, well with that I think that's a wrap.
I think that's our episode.
Amazing.
Okay. Yay.
Until next time.
Yay.
That was Kathy and her smart partner Adaire Kamen. Be sure to catch Adaire's latest one act, which she wrote for our upcoming Teen Ensemble production, Writing on the Wall. We hope that you'll come to the Five Angels Theater on Friday, May 30th at 7:30 or Saturday, May 31st at 3 p.m. The company for this production even includes Sarah in her final project performance. Visit www.52project.org for tickets. And now for the credits. The project member featured in this episode was Kathy and her smart partner Adaire Kamen. The PROJcast theme song was created by Justin and his smart partner Eric March and performed by Marinda Anderson, Rebecca, and Nicole. The PROJcast logo was created by Iris Brown. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. The 52nd Street Project is supported by public funds from the New York City's Department of Cultural Affairs and the New York State Council on the Arts. We are a non-profit organization, and we're able to do what we do because of generous folks like you. That's all for today. Stay safe out there, and remember the project's motto, we all belong, we all get along. Until next time, on the PROJcast.
See you next month. Wait, nothing rhymes with month. On the 52nd Street PROJcast.